those little, what are those things called? The schwarzels? What are the little crystals called? Who makes those crystals? Come on, you all know what the crystals are. Yes, schwarzes. What?
Painful things you step on in the night.
What are they called, Dorkin?
Dogs.
No, I can't do it. I did one. That's
what are they called? Come on, somebody. Anybody know? We had Schwarzes. What are they called? Svenetsas? What? Svosky. Okay, the Svotskys. And you know those things have sharp little edges, so you can imagine if they last 24 hours and somebody's on Viagra, what a hell of a next day that guy's going to have, huh? I thought actually if you're going to vajazzle properly, you'd have him with like little LED lights so they could go red, green, depending on how he's landing. You're on final approach. They can talk to you too.
It's going to blink like an arrow.
You might as well go all the way, you know. Put a little speaker right in the vagina, have it chat out. Oh, you're on final approach. You are cleared for landing.
You're coming in hot.
I'm coming in hot.
All right, Lauren, I love you,
so bad.
but I'm not coming back. I love you. Good night.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa.
Well,
what happened?
Okay.
Well, that's one we lost.
Well, we love you and we're staying. So
yeah, we are. We're here.
That could have been held
Who
to
was
a
that?
private comment. I don't remember. Was it Beth? No, Beth's still here. All right. I don't know who it was. Who left? Since nobody's talking, did you all leave?
Wait, it was crap.
No. I think it's because I used one word which was not a right word, which is not right, whatever, okay? That was...
whatever, continue.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
yeah,
coming on.
Because we're finding it funny.
Yeah, we're just fooling around here. We're not in anything this big deal around here. Gee.
No.
Well, we know who's voting Republican.
She's on her way to flush.
That's one to how many we got left? How many we got left in here? Yeah, 1 to 19. I like that. Okay.
We're live.
We're live, huh? I thought
we're on live stream.
A couple of other people said they were going to come and do some stuff, but they're not here at all. Huh? That's the way it goes. All right.
Bubblepop's here.
Yeah, Bubblepop's here. Doc is here. CatBoy's here, but I had two others. And one of them is just logged off, and that was not the one who left here. So that's it. I had somebody that was going to do something, and if anybody sees,
just don't
worry. Let me see if she's coming. Let's see. I send out some money to her. Maybe she'll show if you give her some money. Okay, there we go. All right. So there we are, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night.
Yay.
Do not attempt to adjust your dials. Hey, by the way, I hear Florida's going to be a lot of fun this election. They have something even more fun than Chad's for us. I'm not sure what it is. They're keeping a secret, but apparently it's going to be a hell of a time down there.
Oh, great.
I'm serious. Yeah.
They're voting already.
Yeah, they're voting many times.
Because it takes them that long to get to the polls with their walkers.
Yeah. I wish I was voting in Florida. I'd go into the voting poll, whatever it is, and I bring in a little thing, and I go, "Hi, this is my Chad from the last vote. Can I turn it in now?" Oh, yeah. So, oh, good. I declined something. Ah, there we go. And that's it. So, welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Pearlie, how are you, darling? Yeah, so anyhow, there have been a lot of babies in First Life going on, and some of you remember that there were babies in Second Life. What happened to Tindalia? She's not here talking about people have babies. Our darling Tindalia did not make we're going to have to find out that she's okay. Somebody's going to have to send a message out to see that she is okay. All right? So, anyhow, but I was pregnant here in Second Life, and that's always fun to tell somebody you're dating in First Life about. That's really makes it real interesting.
You did?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah. I'm the one with the money. I can say anything I want. That's the golden rule. He who has the gold rules. Anyhow, so we got the presidential debate tonight. And Sarah Palin's going to make a guest appearance and bring Mitt Romney her love child. But I'm telling you, if I was President Obama and I was up there tonight, every time, Romney started talking, I'd just be going flip flop, flip flop, flip flop. Don't you think that?
We're just
You
caught.
should wear sandals.
Right. Mitt, listen, you know what happened to the last guy that pissed me off? Osama bin Laden. I am president, and there is right now a predator right above this fucking place. Yeah. You can't do this, but I can. And that Paul Ryan's something else, right? I came from a little town too, he said. I came from a little town too. Sounded like one of the seven dwarfs,
Is he actually old enough to be president? I mean,
Oh,
really,
of course
isn't
he's
there-
old enough to be president. That's not the issue. The issue is, are you smart enough to be president?
Oh, no, that's pretty obvious, but
Exactly. I'll tell you. It's something like the presidential debates remind me of The Voice, but without enough contestants. Yeah, you gotta love these guys. They're unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah. But we're gonna have fun tonight because Cindy Crowley is going to do the interview, and Cindy.
Candy.
Thank you, Candy Crowley. Cindy Crawford, right? Not Candy. Well, they're all the same. The CC girls. Candy Crowley
Love
is
her.
Cindy Crawford in double. No, never mind. I didn't say that. So, oh, look at this. They have on CNN that you can play along with the CNN electoral map. I'm telling you, play along at home. Yeah, you can squiggle and wiggle it all you want, right? So, yeah. So anyhow, this big election coming up is kind of interesting because, if Mitt Romney's right, 47% of the people are going to vote for him. And that means you lost. How many Republicans we have in the room here? Okay.
The one that left after you made a vagina joke.
Republicans don't play Second Life. You want to know why? They already own places as beautiful as this in First Life. Why would they come here? Yeah. So J Wheels, do we really have a musician afterwards? Is Gene Monroe really playing today? Or I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, he assures me that she's playing. I don't know of any reason to
Okay.
doubt
Well,
it.
we'll see what happens. Oh, you registered last month. Yeah. Oh, look at Hillary Clinton's on TV. She looks like she just flew through a gander of geese. Is that what it's called? Gander of geese. Got all those
Really?
feathers got stuck as she went through. Yeah. Any of you watching?
Online link to watch this. I'd love to
I
Yeah,
am.
CNN.
I see Hillary.
CNN. You
I'm
can
on
see.
CNN.
Just go to CNN.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, her outfit is like atrocious.
I mean, it's unbelievable. This
It's like
looks
Hillary.
like.
Okay, please.
Yeah, we
you
can
know.
make fun of that. So, yeah, we're just a show tonight, a show about nothing. And if it's a successful Seinfeld, we'll all be rich.
Yeah.
Mhm. I much prefer the Iranian election. You sort of don't have to watch what's going on since you know what the result's going to be.
Her
mean-
hair is so bad. Like, please, Hillary, do something with that hair.
I called up Las Vegas on the Iranian election. I said, I'd like to place a bet on Abba Jimmy Bob.
Oh,
They say
yeah.
Even money.
I don't care what the odds are.
Even money.
Okay, Hillary, you really need to do something with the hair and the makeup and the jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And the turkey neck.
I actually think
yeah.
Hillary and
Oh, yeah.
Bill are the same person. You never see them together. So you know.
Bill and drag.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah. Marley, she has aged so much, and so have we. When I came to Second Life, I was
really,
7.
really wish she had an opportunity to be president because it would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I think she's like
Yeah, it would
really
have been great
smart.
to debate with her with Mitt Romney. Now, what are you talking about?
Oh my
Lynn
God,
and,
she is really smart. Like let's not.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
She is. She is really smart.
You want to do what to us women? Explain that, please.
Yeah, exactly.
You just lost 51% of the vote right now.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Nah, she's a pretty.
We don't even
brilliant
need one
lady.
guy to vote
Like,
for us. Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's married to an ass.
Yeah.
Actually, perhaps a cigar, but this is going to be a very foolish night, everybody. So just relax. And we have a light crowd tonight. Our regulars have not shown on purpose because
Wait.
Oh my God, that's
wait.
so
Yeah.
funny.
Regular who?
our regulars that don't show. You're a regular that show.
Oh my God, Lauren.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
are we?
Yeah.
You're the
guys-
regulars that do show. How about the regulars that don't show? There are millions of people that never show up to this damn thing. They're the regulars too. The regulars
second.
don't show.
Haley, we're
Regularly
47%,
elsewhere, yeah.
okay?
I think we need some appreciation for the fact that we're here.
Okay, we love you. Thank you for coming.
No.
Lots of
No.
love.
This is great news.
Hand out
After
love.
after well, how many weeks? When was it that the whole thing on this meningitis breakout occurred? Wasn't it about a week ago, right?
More
Right?
than a week ago.
Yeah, so the news just came out. The feds have finally raided the lab linked to the national meningitis outbreak. Wow, that's great. It was in Framingham, Massachusetts. They couldn't find it.
Good timing,
For God's sake.
Oh gosh.
So the
Yeah.
latest is
Forever.
that it's not just the one kind of drug they're suspecting. Anybody who got an injection from anything made by them, their doctors are trying to contact them so they can.
Yeah, well, one of the problems that you have with this whole thing is if you're trying to lower cost of medicine, then you're going to get stuff like this to happen, okay? What did Crab say?
As long as they don't
He
make
says, as long
Vicodin.
as
As long as they don't make
Vicodin.
Vicodin.
He and I are safe.
No, actually, Crab Vicodin is made by an old couple in Ohio. They're 80 or 90 years old. they're in their lab. Sometimes they wear their glasses, sometimes they don't, so you don't know what you're going to get. Yeah, so that's great. Yep. So what else can we talk about tonight? Well, we can bring up one of our first comedians that are here. Since we only have two, no, we actually have three, but we have two. Well, we might have four. But the thing is, Crap never does anything when I'm on stage anymore. That's something I don't know how we're going to get. Hey, Anarchy, how are you? Yeah. So let's bring up, first, I don't think she showed up here. She was going to do a gig here just for fun. First time invoice. Nope, she didn't show. I looked at her in the thing, so she's not here. So let's bring up Bubblepop. You ready, Bubblepop?
Bubblepop, yay!
Oh, I don't have anything tonight.
That's great. Then come up. I don't have anything either. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call for the first
Only an
time ever. You
improv.
don't have to get up. I'm going to call on several of you that are here regularly. So get something funny up and get ready to tell it. Okay? We're going to turn this into an audience participation show. Here comes.
Just look up something funny on Reddit and share it with us or something like that.
So you got something, Bubblepop? You're going to do it? You're going to try it? Yeah. Hey, Subliminal, how are you? Yeah, Bubblepop, you're not going to get up, are you? Because you have nothing, right?
I don't have
He just turned his
anything
mic off. He's
tonight.
going,
He doesn't
fuck, where's
have
my phone?
anything. All right. There's a funny man that has nothing funny to say. Okay. Is Laylu still here? Is Laylu here?
Laylu.
Did she leave?
Yes.
You always have something funny. I won't call you now, but after the next person, I'll call you because you always have something hiding out that's funny somewhere. So let's call up first.
And we came in here to relax, right? No stress, guys.
Yeah, this is not a stress situation. Look at
yeah?
this. Let's call CatBoy up first. Come on, CatBoy, get up here and you do your gig.
All right.
Because Doc's going to go first next week when I'm not here. Come on, Hippie, how are you, Hippie? Hippie has funny stuff to say. I want to see a show of people that are willing to give a joke because I wrote nothing. No, I can talk about stuff. All right. You're up, CatBoy.
Okay. Let's see. What are we going to talk about first? You ever notice that there are no zebras in coloring books? Because if it's a zebra, then that would mean it's finished. But if they take the stripes off, everyone's just going to think it's a horse.
Yeah. Good point.
Okay, and that was great, CatBoy. Thanks for another wonderful show.
All right, let's get to the news. No, he died 5 minutes ago. That's just air escaping. All right. In the news, I want to go on some in the news. In Hong Kong, a 60-year-old Chinese man attempted to eat a 28-year-old Chinese man for stealing a seat on the subway. This happened.
No, God, don't say it's
attempted to
true.
eat him. Worst part of it
Did we have a deal not to do face-eating things? I mean, come on.
Yes,
oh, there
I
wasn't
think we
face
did.
eating. He just took a little nibble out of his
blah,
arm.
blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
right.
But anyway, the worst part of it is he's just going to be hungry again an hour later. And the only thing that convinced the only thing that convinced him to stop is when the young man said he was all full of MSG.
Oh my God.
Okay, now let's move on to something much more appetizing. A very expensive German vodka, the most expensive German vodka in the world, has announced. Boom! Oh, I like that. Nice dramatic music. Most expensive German vodka in the world has announced they are selling a brand of vodka that has been poured over the breasts of beautiful models.
Okay.
Apparently, it's going for like a couple $100 a bottle.
Ugh.
Also, they said that they will be. They said they soon will be releasing a beer in America that has been poured through the urethra of a bald, fat, sweaty guy. They're calling it Budweiser.
What? Budweiser. Oh, no.
Another Budweiser joke. Okay, I want to get into this thing that's been going on behind me. Felix Baumgartner, this big skydiving thing that has gone on. Jumped from a helium balloon, 125,000 feet, broke a whole mess of records. But you know what I really like about this is Baumgartner is a name that really should be, like, if you're looking up like a bunch of people who broke a world record, that's the kind of name you should find. Like the world's strongest man is a guy named Magnus Ver Magnusson. I mean, that just screams manly to me. It's not like these wimpy names that you've been having thrown at us now for years now, like Zuckerberg, Winklevoss, CatBoy. Oh, you're gonna laugh at that, oh, CatBoy. Well, let me tell you something. The last guy that held the record for the highest jump, Kittinger, that's just one letter away from Kitten Girl. So I'm still more manly than he is. So Anyway, what I don't like about this story though, has anyone noticed this? Especially if you're watching the news that have a lot of really young. Newscasters, like if it's on MTV or something like that. I really hate how they're really carrying on the fact that this record was being broken by a 42-year-old man like it's a big deal. It's like, he's 42 years old. Like 42's got like 1 foot in the grave already or something like that. Like they're so spazzed out about the whole thing. Like a 42-year-old could do something like this. It's like, he managed to stand without a cane under his own power. He disconnected his suit from the machine. That must be his internal like colostomy bag and catheter has been. Oh, I guess he's going to have to ride on Depends all the way down to the ground. Other Depends. That ride's 5 minutes long. Is he going to make it? Well, let's hope he has the prostate of a much younger man than 42.
Think you better hit him with a cane.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the only thing he did was he stood up, opened the door, and plummeted to the ground. Well, I do that all the time when I stumble out of the porta potty over at Oktoberfest. So don't be amazed when I do something like that.
You don't land quite as easy as he does.
No, I don't. The only time there's a free fall is when that one time remember the Jackass stunt pulled that bit with the crane? They hauled the porta potty like 200 feet in the air.
Yeah.
No one saw that? Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty funny. All right. Now, by coincidence, I want to show you something. By coincidence, 3 years ago this week, there was a huge headline story involving a giant helium balloon that went national. Does anyone know what that story is?
The missing kid.
The missing kid. There it is. Does anyone remember this story?
Yes.
It was 3 years ago this week that it was a big fat fraud. They said there was an 11-year-old kid that was on board this thing, and that they had chased this balloon helter-skelter all over southern California, I believe. They had the National Guard out and all kinds of things. And I think that's one of the reasons why... Oh, so see, up your skirt. Oh, they're not talking to me. Okay, I just saw up your skirt, and I thought, oh, someone's peeking at me. Someone's perving my cam. Anyway, I think one of the reasons why people were so eager to cheer for this guy when he's jumping from a helium balloon is that we wanted to have a story that involved a giant balloon that wasn't incredibly shameful, is what we needed. Everyone's saying, all right, we have a balloon story that's not a giant, big, fat fraud that makes everyone just want to go away. All right. What else do I have in the news? Somebody reminded me of something earlier. This is a story I want to tell you. It's a short story, I promise. It was, I remember Lauren was saying, like, Canadians at the border and making fun of people and stuff like that. I used to live near a border town. It was near Oakville, Ontario. I was dropping off a friend at Hamilton, and we were right next to the QEW, which is a big highway that leads into Toronto from Niagara Falls. And lots of tourists come by that way, and a lot of them get lost. And we ran into some American tourists who drove up to us, and this guy just stuck his head out the window, and he goes, excuse me, but waved us over, and he said, where's Canada? And I just kind of looked at my friend, and my friend did a face palm. It's like, oh, God, not this again. And I'm going, what is it? They always think this is Detroit. Because if you know Hamilton, Hamilton has the giant steel mill and all that huge industrial area. So we were right next to that. Like, you could literally see the steel mill and everything from where we were standing. I thought, you got to be kidding me. And he said, no, this is not over yet. Just ask him what he's expecting to find. So I said, you're in it. I said, this ain't no damn Canada. Where's the igloos and the polar bears and the penguins? And I thought, and all of the stereotypical stuff, it's like, wow, people really do expect to find that up here. Honestly. And I thought, well, I'm going to show this guy up. I'll show him up. And I said, well, you could see Toronto from Hamilton across the lake from where we were on the off-ramp. And what I did was I pointed across to the lake, to the CN Tower. Everyone knows what the CN Tower is. Great big tower. It's a big needle-like thing with a bulb in the middle. It used to be the tallest structure in all of Canada. So it's like, you know, the one thing that we're really proud of, like super-duper modern thing, right? Anyway, I pointed to that, and the passenger saw it, and he reached over, and he smacked the driver in the back of the head. And he said, you dumb son of a bitch, we're in Seattle. Turn the car around. And that's all I got for tonight.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Right.
Hey, way to go, CatBoy.
All right.
All right. Tonight, everybody, I am going to type in here the book that you may all want to read, The Signal and the Noise by Nate Silver. It's really a book about prediction and stuff. And a lot of you, I'm just mentioning this is not a joke yet, but not yet. But this is a very interesting book about making your ability to pick the signal from the noise so that you're able to make better decision process, let's call it that way. Because as you know, humans aren't particularly strong, aren't fast, don't have claws, we can't fly, we can't do that. But what we do better than every other animal out there is our ability to see a pattern and make a decision very quickly about it. Like if we see something with spots running towards us, we figure, fuck, it wants to eat us, and we're out. We don't think of it being little Lotta, you know. So anyhow, in this book, by the way, which is interesting because you've heard from all the various people politically that nobody knew the subprime thing was happening. It was just caught everybody by surprise, which I've said has been a big lie. Alan Greenspan said he didn't know. Ben Bernanke said he didn't know. Hank Paulson said he didn't know. They all said they didn't know. But just here, and this book is not about that, by the way, nor does it give you a prediction. It's showing you. He says, what's remarkable about the housing bubble is the number of people who did see it coming. Robert Shiller, the Yale economist, noted it in his book in 2000. Dean Baker, caustic economist at the Center of Economic Policy, wrote about it in 2002. The Economist correspondent wrote about it in 2005. Paul Krugman, the Nobel Prize-winning economist, also in August of 2005. So there were so many places, James Grant and the rest of it. So when you hear these people say they didn't know,
Yeah, I wish
that's
they
like
would have
somebody
told
got their
someone
hand in the
instead of
your
writing
pocket
books.
and they go, oh, I didn't know that was pickpocketing. I'm sorry. Excuse me. So anyhow, these are some things I just want you to see because we have a big debate coming up tonight at 9. Not all of you are from America, but I want to give you a few of the things Republicans believe so you know ahead of time for the debate so you can understand how it's going to go. Being a drug addict is a moral failing and a crime unless you're a conservative radio host. Then it's an illness and you need our prayers for recovery, okay? That's one of the things they do believe, all right? Here's another one. The United States should get out of the United Nations, and our highest national priority is enforcing UN resolutions against Iraq. That's really good, you know, if you think about that. Here's another one. Government should relax regulation of big business and big money, but crack down on individuals who use marijuana to relieve the pain of illness. That's one of their big deals there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Standing tall for America means firing your workers and moving their jobs to India. A woman can't be trusted with decisions about her own body, but multinational corporations can make decisions affecting all mankind without regulations.
Right.
Right? Are these things sound Republican to any of you? Things they might believe, right?
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Jesus loves you and shares your hatred of homosexuals. Yeah, Jesus loves you and shares your hatred of homosexuals than Hillary Clinton. Just so you know, that's another thing they do believe, okay? The best way to improve military morale is to praise the troops in speeches while slashing veteran benefits and combat pay. What? Group sex and drug use are degenerate sins unless you someday run for governor of California as a Republican. If condoms are kept out of school, adolescents won't have sex. They really believe that, okay? Just so you know.
Right.
Yeah. A good way to fight terrorism is to belittle our longtime allies and then demand their cooperation and money. HMOs and insurance companies have the interest of the public at heart. Okay. Hope you guys get this. Global warming and tobacco linked to cancer are junk science, but creationism should be taught in schools. Just trying to give you some of the things that are believed here. A president lying about extramarital affair is an impeachable offense. A president lying to enlist support for a war in which thousands die is a solid defense policy. Does this sound like... yeah, okay. Yeah. Government should limit itself to the powers named in the Constitution, which include banning gay marriages and censoring the Internet. All right? You support states' rights, which mean Attorney General John Ashcroft can tell states what local voter initiatives they have the right to adopt. All right, and just one more. Trade with Cuba is wrong because the country is communist, but trade with China and Vietnam is vital to a spirit of international harmony. You gotta love these guys, right? Everybody having fun? Everybody having a good time?
That last stuff was kind of depressing, actually. Cause
it's depressing?
Gene Monroe is in the house.
Depressing stuff for later, okay? Yeah, we save that stuff for later. Here are some rules of Washington that you need to know if you're a Democrat or a Republican. These fit you all. Don't lie, cheat, or steal unnecessarily.
Unnecessarily.
The facts, although interesting, are irrelevant.
Yeah.
No is only an interim response. The truth is a variable. These are things you need to know if you decide to run for office, okay?
Or if you're a
hey, Gene,
teenager.
how are you, sweetie?
Truth is a variable.
A promise is not a guarantee. You can agree with a concept or notional value. You can agree with any concept or notional future option in principle, but fight implementation every step of the way. Got that one wrong. Chicken Little only has to be right once. If at first you don't succeed, destroy all evidence that you ever tried.
Yeah.
These are important things to know about Washington. Everybody having fun? So what's been going on in Second Life? Anything interesting? Any new marriages? Anybody getting married? Anybody getting divorced? Yeah. I'll tell you. You realize now, if the Republicans get in, there's going to be a lot of trouble before Voice regarding that whole same-sex marriage shit.
We'll have more material to make fun of.
What?
We'll have more material to make fun of. That's the upside.
Yeah. I think if they get in, they're going to make me buy a voice morphing kit. I just love it. Don't you? Yeah. So anyhow, you see that guy that jumped out of here. I got that over here behind me. And then you see Supergirl, who could jump even higher. Don't forget, us girls can do anything. We just don't do stupid fucking things like jumping out of a place.
Always guys doing stuff like this. You don't see a chick. They have common sense.
We'll never see
sorry, you're not having sex with me. Nah, you don't have sex. What?
We'll never see the first woman free fall from outer space.
Yeah? No, you won't see the first woman free fall. You might see the first woman push the guy off in a free fall, but you won't see her do it.
You didn't see the woman inside saying, "Get the fuck out, you're snoring." Ah!
I was just reminded of a... Yeah.
If you want to solve the whole... Yes, go ahead, Bubblepop. Sorry, go ahead.
I just got an announcement, if I could.
Yes?
Well, there was this Alaskan forester who was mauled to death by a brown bear while on his way to bring groceries to his co-workers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, another man carrying food alone through the woods. Probably not a good idea, huh? Meanwhile, an Alaskan brown bear is opening up a grocery store.
Go on, Bubblepop, more.
Funny.
Oh, that was my announcement. Yeah.
That was your announcement?
He's looking for help to drum up some customers too, perhaps leaving trail of shiny objects to the front door of the grocery store. I don't know.
Oh.
I thought I'd share that with you.
Thank you so much. That's good. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's see. Let's see if she's coming. So, we may have another comedian. We'll see what's happening. So, yeah. So, just to give you an idea, you hear them talk about billions and trillions, okay? But I'll just do billions because it's 1,000 times more a trillion, okay? So you get an idea because that's a big word, right? They throw trillions around like, in whatever ways. Right. So here's some things to know. 1 billion seconds ago was 1959, okay? 1 billion minutes ago, Jesus was alive. 1 billion hours ago, our ancestors were living in a Stone Age. And $1 billion ago was something like 4 hours and 57 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, they just burn through that money. Don't you love it? Everybody having fun? I got to ask that question once again because I don't see any of you smiling. Nobody's raising their hands. I don't know
right,
what's going
it is
on.
getting more depressing.
What is getting... Are you getting depressed? Oh,
yes.
Ooh.
I'm not getting depressed.
I think I crashed.
That was good.
I almost
Yes.
crashed.
Yeah,
I didn't
you did.
crash.
You disappeared. Oh, good.
Did I? I'm back. Oh, did I disappear again? What happened? I'm outside the room.
Gone.
I must not be paying to do the show. Let me come back in.
Right when you get work.
I'm coming right in. Something's happening here. Oh my! No, I didn't eject myself. That was a Republican commercial. They pushed me out of the room.
There's Lars.
I'm back. All right.
Oh, they got a time clock on MSNBC presidential
Do they?
debate. 28 minutes and 12
countdown,
seconds.
like
Yeah. Oh,
It's
geez.
not a moon launch. It's just a debate.
I can see it now. 28 minutes and 12 seconds till the speed of light. Oh, so anyhow, so yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of fun going on in the world. Yeah. So let me see. We got. Do we really have tonight Gene Monroe coming up tonight?
Gene
Is that
Monroe
correct?
is here. Gene
All right,
Monroe
good.
is
Hey,
here
Gene,
in the
how are you,
house.
sweetie? So what we have right now, next, is our own Leilu, who has never done anything here before, is about to entice you with something funny, all right? It will not be poetry, but it will sound like poetry, okay? So,
Yay!
hey, Leilu!
Leilu.
Well, I've written a series of things that resemble poetry. From poetry, I'm not a poet. Anyways, this is from the Sanity Patrol Handbook, and I'm assuming you're all members. It's called the Bozo Pill. Sometimes Sanity Patrollers wish to quit temporarily. They seek the comfort of narcissism, the bliss of blindness, the ease of denial, the freedom of insanity. What to do, take a pill, a bozo pill. Down it and drown it in the desire not to care. Swallow it to swing, swirl, and sing out the joys of density in the dense city of humanity, awaiting with arms like those of the statue of Venus, with warmth like that of fireflies, with the love like that of cannibals. You're safe as long as you refuse progress, disown growth, renounce awareness, the bozo gods smirk. Close your eyes and take short, shallow breaths. Deplete your ego and blend with the unacknowledged ambiguity of your surroundings, with the unanswerable ambivalence of your environment. Careful. You wouldn't want to awaken, would you? In the mouth, out the nose. If you breathe wrong, you might make embarrassing sounds. Uncivilized sounds like snorting, burping, and belching. Not a good thing. Breathe too deep and you just might fart. And we all know how we feel about those full of hot, stinky air who simply can't contain themselves. So breathe. Breathe with self-consciousness as though everyone were watching you. Good. Imagine the world revolves around you. You establish all moralities. You decide what is good and what is bad. Nothing you do is wrong. You are God in your wisdom. Compassion, if you like. You are the goddess in your love of life. Your own, of course. All that is you is correct. Go ahead. Change the rules. Foolish consistency is a ghostly hobgoblin and not worthy of your attention. Reduce your awareness of others. They may be harmful to your health. Your ignorance is everyone's ignorance. Your naivete is everyone's naivete. Your inadequacy is everyone's inadequacy. Information you do not possess does not exist. If you can't figure it out, no one can. Your learning comes from those you allow to be a temporary authority. Careful. You may lose respect for their authority and have to decide whether or not their information is still valid. You are the one and only thing in the universe that matters. If you didn't feel that way, you would never have allowed yourself to be born, to incarnate, from incarcerated energy to matter. Soul? If you like. The collective unconscious gives you permission to have connection while remaining alienated, superior, and spiteful of those whom you are forced to share in existence. Therefore, the content that is you is actually all, everything, and everyone. Om. We are one. You are one. We are you. You, the one who knows we are one. The one who knows we. The one who knows. One knows. One knows. One eye. Two eyes. Two eyes, one knows. I knows? I knows, one knows. I knows, two eyes. I knows. Damn! The words made me do it. I'm not crazy. I know one nose, two eyes. The numbers made me do it. I'm not crazy. There was one word too many. There are one too many words. Is there an arithmetic linguist in the house? So that's it. The bozo pill is wearing off. Time for reintegration. Truly a pain in the assets of sanity.
Bravo. All right. Way to go. There we go. All right, everybody. There we go. And that was brought to you by Pop-Tarts.
Fruity Pop-Tarts.
I love Pop-Tarts.
So here we go. This is really I've got two really tough questions for you, okay? This is it. Question one. Now listen carefully because I'm going to ask each of you to choose, but don't choose anything till you hear the two questions, all right? Question one. If you knew a woman who was pregnant, who had 8 kids already, 3 who were deaf, 2 who were blind, 1 mentally retarded, and she had syphilis, would you recommend that she have an abortion? Now wait. Do not answer yet. Question 2. It is time to elect a new world leader, and only your vote counts. Here are the facts about the 3 candidates, okay? So you got question 1, question 2, you're all here, right? Candidate A associates with crooked politicians, consults with an astrologist, has had 2 mistresses. He chain smokes and drinks 8 to 10 martinis a day. Candidate B, he was kicked out of office twice, sleeps until noon, uses opium in college, and drinks a quart of whiskey every evening. Candidate C, he is a decorated war hero. He's a vegetarian, doesn't smoke, only drinks an occasional beer, and never cheated on his wife. Which of these 3 candidates would be your choice? All right, everybody start. A, B, or C. Let's see what you put in for A, B, or C. I gave you question 1, gave you question 2, gave you the information of the candidates. Which one?
Mickey
Come on,
Mouse.
type it in. Which one? A, B, or C? Just type it in, everybody, and press. Boy, can we get anybody to type anything in around here? I don't know. Is anybody typing anything in?
We're all typing. They're all typing.
We're typing. Here we go. Okay,
We're
B,
typing,
B,
we're typing.
C, 1 and 2. That's great. Recap 1 and 2. That's all. Could you always want to recap? This is a test. It's a speed test, okay? All right. I'm going to give you the answer just so you know. Remember, there was A, B, and C, okay? All right. First of all, A was Franklin Delano Roosevelt, okay? Mm-hmm. That's the one who was associated with crooked politicians, consulted with an astrologist, had 2 mistresses, chain smoked, and drank 8 to 10 martinis a day. B was Winston Churchill. He was kicked out of office twice, slept until noon, used opium in college, and drinks a quart of whiskey every evening. C, remember this is the one who was decorated a hero, vegetarian, doesn't smoke, only drinks an occasional beer, never cheated on his wife.
Wasn't
Yeah,
Bill
that's
Clinton.
Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler, just so you know who that one was. Okay, so if you pick C, just to give you an idea. So please do yourself a favor. Do not vote based on morality, all right? Base your vote on intelligence. Yeah, isn't that something? Right, Magic. Isn't that something? That really will get you going. That's a whole different sort of McGillicuddy, right? Yep. Okay. All right. A few things to remember about America. For those of you in Canada, these are things so you can look at us with tremendous desire to be one of us, okay? Only in America when we get a pizza delivered faster than we can get an ambulance.
That's a fact. Guaranteed.
That's a fact, okay? Only in America can you find handicapped parking in front of a skating rink.
Yeah, okay, right.
Only in America do drugstores make the sick walk all the way to the back of the store to get their prescriptions while healthy people can buy cigarettes and candy at the front. Only in America, well, not anymore. This is around the world, I guess. Now we've sent this to everybody. Can you order a double cheeseburger, large fries, and a Diet Coke?
There you go. Moderation.
Right.
Everything in moderation.
Only in America do we leave cars worth thousands of dollars in the driveway and put a useless junk in the garage. Yep. Only here do we buy hot dogs in packages of 10 and buns in packages of 8.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever figured that out, right? What is that story? I mean, it should be 10 buns and 8 hot dogs because we always wreck a bun or two to begin with, right?
Wait, Trader Joe's is starting to do that. 10
Oh, wow.
And 10 hot dogs.
Yep. And here's one that I think really shows you the America of today. We have drive-up ATM machines with Braille lettering.
That's a
I mean, you got to really love America.
Oh.
Pull up to McDonald's and at the drive-thru it says, if you have trouble reading this, pull up to the window. How the fuck are you going to read
No,
it?
does it?
You have to pull up to read
it.
Oh, that's funny.
If you can't read this, pull forward. Okay.
I love it. Pull forward. You gotta love it. All right, Doc, you're up, baby. You ready to rock?
Doc.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, Doc. Yeah. Doc has been doing a great job for these times I've had to be away. I'm going to Washington next Tuesday to speak with the future President of the United States.
Tell Mickey hi for me.
She is neither a candidate. No.
Okay, the important news tonight is T-minus 18 minutes to debate time. Now, talking about the debates for just a couple of minutes. Remember back when, they were saying how this is pivotal tonight for Obama to look more decisive because he was not very well handled the last time. Remember back when George W. Bush, the junior, was debating Al Gore? Mm-hmm. Something that I noticed.
Right.
You ever noticed that George Bush never spoke while Cheney was drinking water? That just think about that for a minute. But we're talking a couple of men here, but the problem is, see, God gave man a brain and a penis and only enough blood to run one of them. So it'll be interesting to see which head does the talking tonight. Now, I got a couple of quotes here and a couple of things from another comedian friend of mine and a little bit of original stuff. But this is a couple of facts for you. It's a well-known fact now that Americans who travel abroad for the first time are shocked to discover that despite all the progress that's been made in the last 30 years, foreign people still speak foreign languages. That's damn. Now, here's a definition for you. Divorce, from the Latin word meaning to rip out a man's genitals through his wallet. That is a fact, okay? Now, I like to eat my food out of vending machines, okay? Because snacks are much better when they fall, If I buy a candy bar at the store, most times I'll drop it on the ground so I get the full effect of its maximum flavor potential. Now, if you are religion versus evolution kind of person, I want you to think about this. You really believe the world's 12,000 years old? Okay. I got one word to ask you. Dinosaur, okay? You know the world's 12,000 years old and dinosaurs existed. They existed in that time. They'd have to. You'd think they'd be mentioned in the Bible at some point, like, and lo, Jesus and the disciples walked to Nazareth, but the trail was blocked by a giant brontosaurus with a splinter in his paw. And oh, the disciples did run a-shrieking. What a big fucking lizard, Lord! But Jesus was unscathed, and he took the splinter from the brontosaurus' paw, and the big lizard became his friend. You just never heard about that. Must have been in the Old Testament, Now, the other night I got into an argument with my wife, but we were camping, and it was in a tent, and I had a hard time leaving because I had to walk out and slam the flap. It just didn't give the effect I was looking for.
Ooh,
slam the
That's
flap.
a tough one. Now, I got broke into the other night at the house, and it was scary whenever you had that happen. But luckily it was gay burglars because they just broke in and rearranged the furniture, so there wasn't really anything that hurt. There's a lot of news going on about cloning, and they're able to clone DNA from dinosaurs and make dinosaurs live again. But as far as cloning humans, they've had that in the South for years. They're called cousins. Anybody should know that. Now, another definition for you. Politics, since we're coming into a debate. Politics. Latin word, poly, meaning many, and ticks, meaning blood-sucking creatures. Politics. It fits, okay? It fits.
It does.
Now, this is from a comedian friend of mine named Don McDonald. It's about Facebook, and I want you to give it a listen. Community, getting together, having fun. We used to have parties or just hang out lots. But more and more we're getting out our computers. You know, I understand it's easy. You don't have to get dressed up, do your hair, or take a shower. You just sit your stinky butt down in front of your computer, post that younger-looking picture of yourself, and there you are, networking, out on the net. What is networking, anyway? A few years ago, we all faked like we knew what it was. Network? Oh, yeah, my favorite's CBS. But none of us really know how to do it. Enter Facebook. Facebook came along like networking for dummies. They made it easy. You join up, add some friends. And if you don't really have any, don't worry. Facebook's got it covered. I've managed to get a bunch of friends I don't even know. And that helpful little sidebar Facebook calls suggested friends. These aren't people you already know. They're for people like me who don't have many friends. The suggested friends column is like my friend of the week. How do they get to be a friend of the week? Well, I'll bet they pay. I wonder how much I'd have to pay to be a friend of the week. Now, Facebook, now there's Twitter. Just as good a name as Facebook. They were all weird names. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Yahoo! But Facebook makes a bit of sense, though, since everybody's kind of got a face, you know? But is everybody a twit? Well, maybe. But why make a social network out of twits? And is Twitter saving up for a twit of the week? I hope so, if they plan to keep up, because some of my Facebook buddies have like 500 friends. Pages and pages of people they've clicked the confirm as friend button to. Well, I'm sorry, but you know what? That's just too stressful for me. Most Facebook friend requests are a no-win situation. Think about it. Like a request will come in, and you'll be sitting there from somebody you don't even know. I'm looking at their face wondering, do I know you? Then I start thinking, would I want this person thinking we're friends now? What if they start calling me up to go for coffee? You see, now that would be awkward.
That's pressure.
But just as stressful is, oh my God, clicking the ignore button. Because now you've offended some fucking wacko who's going to be calling you up to ask why. Or maybe showing up at your workplace causing a scene. Facebook could happen. You know, it only gives you two choices. Confirm or ignore. But Twitter sucks. They don't even ask you. Now, talking about cell phones, okay? Everybody's got a cell phone. It's like their lives orbit around it. And it's not even a sphere. It's kind of square these days, you know? But I can't disagree because I live by my cell phone. Every few minutes I'm checking my phone. Oh, look, I have 0 missed calls, 0 new texts. The Facebook frontier is all quiet. Then I remember I had 0 incoming calls, 0 texts, and I have 3 friends on Facebook, Mom, Dad, and Grandma. I used to have 4, but Grandpa died. Anyways, I'll be sitting there or standing there, no different, doesn't matter, with my phone, just messing around with it. I got one of those sliding phones, you know, those sliding ones that click back and forth. You know how addictive that is to just click it back and forth? Click, 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 click. And then suddenly I get a call from my mother, wondering why I called. Oh, hi, Mom. No, I didn't mean to call you. No, I'm not at a bar right now. No. Okay, no, we didn't have a fight. We're fine. No. Okay, Mom, I really have to go. Okay, I have to go make dinner. Yes, at 2 a.m. Okay, I'm a late eater, all right? Okay, love you. Goodbye. Later on, I'm going to bed. You know, I'm getting real sleepy. Alert, alert, alert on my phone. I jump out of bed. I'm jumping up and down, wide awake. I grab the gun. Always keep just in case my feelings get hurt or something, you know, or if somebody clicked ignore on me. I go around corners like they do in the movies, all cool, like James Bond, holding my gun up in the air in his dino jammies. I get to the room and I still hear, alert, alert, alert. I realize it's my phone, okay? Nothing like a text alert at full volume at 3 in the morning to get the blood flowing. Somebody actually texted me. Can you imagine it? It was Mom. Let's see. Well, what's Mom have to say? Oh, Grandma died. Fuck, now I only have 2 friends on Facebook. Oh, well. Okay. Now, my last thing tonight is I do a lot of looking and comparing between First Life and Second Life, and everybody has to express themselves through bumper stickers, right? There are a lot of bumper stickers that you see in Second Life. You just have to think about it, okay? I got a couple here for you. Now, think about these. And these are all bumper stickers that I'm probably end up going to have on the back of my for a Second Life car. If at first you don't succeed, alt again. That's a good one, okay? My other avatar is a noob. I've seen that one a couple times. Here's one for you. Proud parent of a furry. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's not to be something to be too proud of.
Here's one for parents also. My breedable just beat up your breedable. Honk if you love freebies. Yeah, there we go.
Yay.
Now, I saw this on the back of a biker jacket. If you can read this, the bitch derezzed. Damn it. I hate when that happens. And finally, and this is true for most all of us, life is a bitch, and then you detach all. That's all I got tonight, folks. Enjoy the debate, and have a good evening. I'll see you next week.
Bravo. Wait. Well done. Wow, fantastic. Thank you, Doc. What?
Can I read something out that I found on Facebook?
Yeah, but not yet. Like next week.
Not yet. Okay, I'll wait.
We've only got a few minutes. How long is your thing to read in Facebook? How long?
About 2 minutes.
That's a tight one. You really want to do it? Go ahead. Read it out from where you are. Go ahead.
Okay. Here's something I found on Facebook recently. This is a warning to everybody. If you click on this, March 21st, 2013, do not drive that day. Absolutely do not drive. I will tell you why. Oh, sorry, it's March 31st. Christians all over the world will take the streets in their automobiles, relying on the divine protection of Jesus Christ. They will prove the Savior of man will not abandon them, as they will move their hands from the steering wheel and drive their car for a total of 5 minutes on the highway with their foot pressed all the way down to the floor of the pedal. This is called Jesus Take the Wheel Day. This is an actual thing.
Well, the Muslims must be happy with that one. All right. So, guys, here we go. The last 5 minutes before. Who am I going to? Which mic? Somebody's mic. Let's see who it is. Oh, it's Mary Teodo. Mary, kill your mic, please. Thank you. Wonderful. All right, guys. So the last couple of jokes here. Here's one. What? Here we go. So Republicans in hell. Wow. She's talking? What's she talking about? Haley, what is she talking about? Is this something important?
I can't hear her. Listen to you. She's talking about the rules.
Cut her mic.
Candy?
I can't hear anything.
I don't hear anybody talking.
She stopped talking. I think you're listening to the Candy Crawley. We still have a show on here, okay, Haley? So, just so you know. Whoa, she's talking about television in here. All right, Republicans in hell. Don't forget, next up is our own darling Gene Monroe. I'm going to step off of the stage so you can set up, Gene. But we still got 5 more minutes before you get going. So here we go. Republicans in hell. While walking down the street one day, a Republican head of state tragically hit by a truck and dies. His soul arrives in heaven. He's met by St. Peter at the entrance. "Welcome to heaven," said St. Peter, "but before you settle in, it seems there's a problem. We seldom see a high official around these parts, you see, so we're not sure what to do with you." "No problem, just let me in," said the Republican. "Well, I'd like to, but I have orders from higher up. What we'll have to do is spend one day. You'll have to spend one day in hell and one in heaven, and then you can choose where to spend eternity." "Really? I've made up my mind. I want to be in heaven," said the Republican. "I'm sorry, but we have our rules." And with that, St. Peter escorts the Republican to the elevator going down, down, down to hell. The doors open, and he finds himself in the middle of a green golf course. In the distance is a club, and standing in front of it are all his friends and all the politicians who worked with him. Everyone is very happy in evening dress. They run to greet him, hug him, reminisce about good times they had getting rich at the expense of the people. They play a friendly game of golf and then dine on lobster and caviar. Also present is the devil, who really is a very friendly guy and a good time dancing and telling jokes. They have such a good time that before he realizes it's time to go, and everyone gives him a big hug and waves while the elevator rises. Up, 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 the doors open in heaven. St. Peter's waiting for him. It says, now it's time to visit heaven. So 24 hours pass with the Republican head of state joining a group of contented souls moving from cloud to cloud, playing the harp and singing. They have a good time, and before he realizes the 24 hours are up and St. Peter returns. Well then, you've spent a day in hell and another in heaven, so now choose your eternity. He reflects for a minute, Then the head of state answers, well, I would never have thought it, but, I mean, heaven's been delightful, but I think I'd be better off in hell. So St. Peter escorts him to the elevator, and down he goes, down, down, down. Now the doors of the elevator open. He's in the middle of a barren land covered with waste and garbage. He sees all his friends dressed in rags, picking up the trash and putting it in black bags. The devil comes over to the Republican and lays an arm on his neck. I don't understand, stammers the Republican head of state. Yesterday I was here, and there was a golf course, a club, and we ate lobster, caviar, danced, and had a great time. Now it's just a wasteland full of garbage, and my friends look miserable. Devil looks at him and smiles and says, yesterday we were campaigning. Today you voted for us. And with that, we still got another minute or two just to finish this all up, right?
Good one, good one.
Yeah. And so these are newspaper headlines, 2035, okay? And Texas executes the last remaining citizen. George Z. Bush says he'll run for president in 2036.
George Z. Bush.
Iraq is still closed off. Physicists estimate it will take 10 more years before radioactivity decreases to safe levels. Yep. Yep. Authentic 2000 Chad sells at Sotheby's for $4.6 million. Baby conceived naturally. Scientists stumped. White minorities still trying to have English recognized as California's third language.
Third, yeah.
Ozone created by electric cars now killing millions in the seventh largest county in the world, California. All right. And the last one, because it's all our political stuff, and when I get back, we'll be almost in the election. But here, a liberal and a genie. Liberal comes upon a genie and says, "You're a genie. Can you grant me 3 wishes?" And the genie replied, "Yes, but only if you're feeling generous enough to share your good fortune." Liberal says, "I'm a liberal. I'm always happy to share." The genie said, "Okay, then whatever you wish for, I will give every conservative in the country 2. What's your first wish?" "I'd like a new sports car." "Okay, you got it, and every conservative in the country gets 2 sports cars." "What's your second wish?" "I'd like $1 million." "Okay, you get $1 million, and every conservative gets $2 million. What's your third and final wish?" "Well, I've always wanted to donate a kidney." All right, guys. Wonderful. Gene, when it's Gene ready, you'll let us know, right? Jay
Well,
Wheels?
I think she may have crashed. She's not answering
She
me.
may
I
have
know she
crashed.
can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's by the way in 2035. That's Microsoft announcing their final newest version of Windows. It crashes during installation.
Yeah.
So it's just like the first Windows end.
Okay,
Ooh,
she
thank you,
says
Gene.
she's on her way.
She's here. She's just. I know. I just felt her. We bumped breasts.
Ooh. Damn.
Now we're
Damn.
out.